Introducing the Robotech VR46 Dancer Cyclone Motorcycle, a lean manufacturing marvel. Brought to you by Zora Robotics, named after the Slovenian goddess of speed and precision, this motorcycle is not just a machine, it's a revolution on two wheels. And who better to engineer it than yours truly, Luka Kovac, the mad genius behind every bolt, gear, and algorithm that makes this beast dance. Our company operates under the umbrella of Triglav Ventures, a VC firm led by CEO Mochka Svetlin, the goddess of relentless determination. Together, we've built the Robotech ModuMaaS factory, modular pods manufacturing as a service, a futuristic facility where modular design meets lean manufacturing principles. The Robotech VR046 Dancer Cyclone Motorcycle, a revolution in motion, engineered by Zora Robotics. The Robotech VR46 Dancer Cyclone Motorcycle is not just a vehicle, it's a symphony of agility, precision, and innovation. Designed and built within the modular, AI-driven ecosystem of Zora Robotics, this motorcycle embodies the future of manufacturing. By intermeshing the principles of flexible robotics, advanced AI/ML modeling, and sustainable production, we've redefined what it means to bring a product from concept to reality. This narrative explores how the VR046 came to life in a factory that mirrors Madripoor's chaotic yet innovative spirit, a place where rebellion meets precision engineering. One core vision, from blueprint to battlefield. At its heart, the VR046 Dancer Cyclone represents the culmination of two revolutionary ideas. Designer-centric portal, engineers at Zora Robotics uploaded their initial sketches of the VR046 into a seamless portal designed for efficient manufacturing. AI analyzed the design for manufacturability, suggesting optimizations such as lightweight carbon fiber frames and self-healing polymer coatings. Real-time cost estimates and timelines ensured scalability, from prototypes to full-scale production runs. Factory of the future. The Robotech ModuMaaS factory served as the backbone of this vision, blending sleek data center aesthetics with industrial functionality. Solar panels lined the roof, powering autonomous robotic arms and cobots, collaborative robots that worked tirelessly to assemble each component of the VR046. 2. Key features of the VR046, enabled by modular manufacturing. A. Design and aesthetics. Dynamic silhouette. The low center of gravity and aerodynamic frame evoke the nimble grace of a dancer, crafted using advanced CNC machining for unparalleled precision. Futuristic enhancements. Glowing Zora Robotics insignia on the fuel tank was achieved through laser engraving and embedded LED strips, processes optimized via AI-driven workflows. Sleek LED-lit accents along the chassis were prototyped in-house using 3D printing before final assembly. Hybrid wheels and boosters. Lightweight carbon fiber rims combined with self-adjusting tires were manufactured using roboforming techniques, ensuring durability and performance. Auxiliary boosters, mimicking classic exhaust pipes, were enhanced with glowing elements powered by integrated fiber optics. B. Tactical capabilities. Lightweight armor plating. Advanced polymer composites were sourced sustainably and assembled using robotic welding systems, capable of achieving sub-millimeter precision. Modular panels allow users to swap out components based on mission needs, facilitated by quick-release mechanisms designed in-house. Weapon integration. Concealed compartments for non-lethal deterrence were crafted using advanced polymers resistant to detection. These features were tested rigorously, using predictive analytics to ensure reliability under extreme conditions. Advanced electronics. Heads-up display, HUD, and AI companion, Cyclone AI, were developed collaboratively between human engineers and cobots, ensuring seamless integration into the bike's dashboard. C. Propulsion system. Hybrid electric turbine engines were prototyped and refined iteratively, leveraging real-time feedback loops to optimize efficiency and power output. Turbocharged acceleration with auxiliary boosters ensures bursts of speed when needed, an innovation made possible by modular propulsion pods that can be swapped or upgraded easily. D. Customization options. Swappable skins for camouflage or urban aesthetics were produced using eco-friendly materials and digital printing technologies. Adjustable suspension settings were calibrated using AI simulations tailored to specific terrains. 3. Manufacturing process. Building the VR046 in the Robotech factory. A. ModuMaaS pod, modular pod manufacturing as a service. Facility layout. Each step of the VR46's production took place inside a 20-foot open-side shipping container, equipped with robotic arms, CNC machines, and data center racks. Workflow optimization. AI-driven systems guided every stage of assembly, from welding titanium frames to integrating hybrid propulsion systems. Cobots assisted human engineers in tasks requiring fine motor skills, such as installing delicate electronic components. Scalability. Pods could be reconfigured instantly to adapt to changing demands, for example shifting from producing VR46 motorcycles to assembling drones or other tactical vehicles. B. Ethical procurement practices ensured all materials, including rare earth metals and advanced polymers, were sourced sustainably. Partnerships with local suppliers reduced carbon footprints while fostering community engagement. C. Testing and quality control. Rigorous stress tests evaluated armor integrity, propulsion performance, and AI system accuracy. Simulated combat scenarios helped refine the VR-046's capabilities under extreme conditions. 4. Benefits beyond speed and cost. A. Proximity matters. Localized manufacturing allowed the VR-46 to be produced closer to consumers in cities like Madripoor, reducing shipping costs and emissions. Example: a factory pod stationed near Madripoor's tech hub enabled rapid delivery of customized bikes to military operators and private security contractors. B. Sustainability advantages. Renewable energy integration powered eco-friendly operations, minimizing environmental impact. Advanced technologies like roboforming minimized waste during production, aligning with Zora Robotics' commitment to sustainability. C. Democratization of manufacturing. Small startups and independent inventors gained access to cutting-edge tools previously reserved for large corporations. Example: Bob from Toledo could theoretically use similar technology to build titanium toaster ovens or perhaps his own version of the VR-046. 5. Strategic implications. A. Resilience against disruption. Decentralized production reduced risks associated with centralized manufacturing, ensuring continuity even during global supply chain disruptions. Example: when demand surged for tactical motorcycles, additional pods were deployed rapidly to meet market needs without delays. Stable economies emerged around modular factories, creating jobs and fostering innovation hubs. Engineers in Zora Robotics uniforms worked alongside shadowy figures in hoodies and suits, embodying Madripoor's unique blend of legality and ingenuity. Final thought: the VR-46 Dancer Cyclone motorcycle is more than a product. It's a symbol of what's possible when creativity meets technology. Built within the modular, adaptable ecosystem of the Robotech factory, it exemplifies how democratized manufacturing can empower creators, reduce environmental impact, and foster resilient communities. As Luka Kovac would say, to manage is to engineer, to lead is to innovate. And so, under the guidance of Triglav Ventures, led by CEO Mojca Svetlin, we've engineered not just a motorcycle, but a foundation for the future. One modular pod at a time. In Madripoor, legends aren't born. They're built, 1 square foot at a time. 1. How would Zora Robotics handle a midnight raid on your modular factory by shadow tech rivals looking to steal your AI algorithms? Luca's response: midnight raids, classic Madripoor hospitality. First off, let me assure you, we don't just lock the door with a beware of droids sign, though that does sound like something out of Spaceballs. Our modular factories are more Fort Knox than open bar at a smuggler's. Cybersecurity: we've partnered with Spider Oak's Orbit Secure software, zero trust encryption, so tight even Darth Vader couldn't hack it without his Sith password reset kit. Physical security: picture this: autonomous sentry drones patrolling the perimeter, armed not with blasters, but with, well, non-lethal deterrents. Think tear gas grenades labeled "Do Not Disturb." Oh, and did I mention? The factory itself is designed to self-reconfigure in case of intrusion. By the time they find the server room, it's already relocated 3 floors down and turned into a coffee lounge. But here's the kicker, Luca adds with a wink. If they do manage to steal our algorithms, good luck deciphering them. Half the codebase is written in Croatian slang. It'll take them longer to Google Translate than to crack it. 2. If we tasked you to build a motorcycle that doubles as a mecha suit for urban combat, could your roboforming technology scale to include weaponized exoskeletons within 6 months? Luca's response: mecha suits? Urban combat bikes? Now you're speaking my language. Let me tell you, if Optimus Prime had one of these babies, he'd trade his truck mode faster than you can say, Autobots, roll out. Scalability: our roboforming tech thrives on complexity. If 2 robots can shape sheet metal into complex geometries without dies, imagine what they can do when tasked with building a motorcycle that transforms into a walking tank. It's like teaching R2-D2 how to moonwalk. It's tricky, but totally doable. Timeline? 6 months? No problem. Remember when Han Solo said, "Never tell me the odds"? Well, neither will I. With our modular pods and AI-driven workflows, scaling up production is smoother than Chewbacca's hair after a spa day. Plus, we'll throw in some neon lights because nothing says urban combat like glowing accents while you're dodging laser fire. He leans forward conspiratorially. And hey, if all else fails, we'll just slap a giant red button on it labeled Activate Mecha Mode. Works every time in sci-fi movies. 3. What's your plan B if local warlords decide they want exclusive rights to deploy your manufacturing pods in their territories? Luca's response: warlords demanding exclusivity? Sounds less like business and more like Jabba the Hutt trying to strong-arm Han Solo into joining his spice cartel. But fear not. We've got contingency plans sharper than Boba Fett's aim. Decentralization. Here's the beauty of modular manufacturing. Our pods are plug and play. If one territory gets too complicated, we simply redeploy elsewhere. It's like playing chess with your factory floor. You always have backup pieces ready to move. Diplomacy with a twist. Of course, diplomacy helps too. Mocha Svetlin over at Triglav Ventures taught me the art of negotiation. Step 1. Offer them shiny new tech demos. Step 2. Distract them with holographic projections of their favorite space opera scenes. And Step 3. Make sure your escape pod is fueled and ready to go, just in case negotiations turn south faster than Anakin Skywalker's moral compass. With a grin, Luca concludes, but honestly, who needs warlords when you've got engineers who dream bigger than Emperor Palpatine's ego? We'll innovate our way out of any jam, because in Madripoor, freedom isn't given, it's engineered, one modular pod at a time. Final thought. As Luca adjusts his lab coat and takes a sip of espresso, he flashes a confident smile. Look, Madripoor may be chaotic, but chaos breeds creativity. At Zora Robotics, we don't just survive, we thrive. Whether it's fending off shadow tech thieves, building mecha motorcycles, or outsmarting local warlords, we've got the tools, the talent, and the humor to make it work. After all, he quips, raising his coffee cup, if Luke Skywalker could blow up the Death Star with a last-minute proton torpedo, surely we can handle a few midnight raids and territorial squabbles. Cue applause from Triglav Ventures. Luka Kovac on KPIs, metrics, and closing the $50 million seed round. Good morning, team, and welcome to what I like to call the numbers that matter. Today, we're diving into the KPIs for our crown jewel property at 1025S Robotech VR046 Dancer Cyclone Madripoor. Why? Because when you're raising $50 million in seed funding from venture capitalists who eat spreadsheets for breakfast, every number tells a story, and trust me, this one's worth telling. 1. What do these KPIs look like today? Let's break it down. Net operating income, NOI. At $97,755, this is solid, but not just because of the raw figure. It reflects how efficiently we've optimized operations while keeping costs under control. Think of it as the heartbeat of the property. Capitalization rate, cap rate. 10%, a cap rate of 10% screams opportunity. In Madripoor's market, where chaos meets innovation, this signals high returns relative to risk. VCs love that sweet spot between gold rush and calculated gamble. Debt service coverage ratio, 2.0. This means we're generating twice the cash flow needed to cover debt payments. Translation, we're bulletproof against financial storms, or at least stormtrooper-level blaster fire. Occupancy rate, 85%. Not perfect, but healthy. With tenant credit quality rated, we've got reliable occupants without overexposing ourselves to premium rents. Plus, there's room to grow occupancy organically. Market rent versus in-place rent. Market rent is slightly higher than in-place rent, 22.2188 SREF. That delta gives us pricing power. A subtle nudge upward could boost NOI significantly. Replacement cost. Our asking price in $34,977,050 is below replacement cost, creating instant equity. Investors see this as buying low with upside potential. Always music to their ears. NPV in $102,900. Cash-on-cash return, 10%. These metrics scream stability and growth. An internal rate of return of IR 11% shows strong profitability over time, while positive net present value, NPV, confirms long-term viability. 2. Why did I choose to show these specific KPIs? Because they paint a picture, not just of where we are today, but where we're headed tomorrow. Venture capitalists aren't just investing in bricks and mortar. They're betting on vision, scalability, and resilience. Here's why these numbers matter. Proof of concept. The ModuMaaS pod score of 4 Svargsa highlights our modular manufacturing capabilities. These pods aren't just part of the factory, they're integral to scaling production efficiently across multiple locations. Location intelligence. A walk score of 78 places us in an urban hub ideal for logistics, workforce access, and customer proximity. Rail freight score may be modest, 2/5, but rail isn't everything in a city like Madripoor, where agility trumps traditional supply chains. Engineer occupancy count, EOC. This quirky metric, dividing square footage by average workspace needs, shows we can comfortably house engineers designing everything from motorcycles to mecha suits. Efficiency meets creativity. Power broker score? Strong broker relationships mean faster leasing cycles and better deals. In a competitive market like Madripoor, that's gold. What type of metrics do VCs want to see? Venture capitalists don't care about vanity metrics. They want actionable insights tied to ROI. Here's what they're looking for. Scalability indicators. Can we replicate this model elsewhere? Modular factories and adaptable designs make expansion seamless. Risk mitigation. High DSCR, moderate vacancy rates, and below replacement cost valuation show we're playing defense and offense. Growth potential. Metrics like IRR, NPV, and cash-on-cash return demonstrate sustainable growth. Add in untapped rental income potential, and you've got a recipe for exponential gains. Alignment with trends. From advanced robotics to AI-driven workflows, our tech-forward approach aligns perfectly with global trends toward automation and decentralization. 4. Closing the $50 million seed round. Now comes the fun part, the close. Imagine walking into Triglav Ventures' boardroom armed with these numbers. You don't pitch, you perform. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd say, leaning casually against the table like Han Solo at a cantina poker game, you're not just investing in a factory or a motorcycle, you're backing a revolution. Every bolt tightened, every line of code written, every modular pod deployed brings us closer to redefining manufacturing as we know it. Then I drop the mic, or rather the spreadsheet. Valuation story. At $977,550 per property, we're undervalued compared to replacement costs and future appreciation potential. Multiply that by dozens of facilities worldwide, and suddenly $50 million looks less like a gamble and more like a bargain. Vision alignment. Triglav Ventures thrives on bold ideas. By funding Zora Robotics, they're not just entering the manufacturing space, they're leading the charge into a decentralized AI-driven future. So here's my question to you, I'd conclude with a grin. Do you want to sit on the sidelines watching history unfold, or do you want to build it alongside us? Because in Madripoor, legends aren't born, they're engineered. One modular pod, one visionary investor at a time. And just like that, the deal is sealed. Final thought. As Luca adjusts his lab coat and grabs another espresso, he flashes a confident smile. Numbers tell stories, but people make dreams come true. With $50 million in hand, we're ready to turn those dreams into reality. After all, if Luke Skywalker could take down the Death Star with a proton torpedo, surely we can conquer manufacturing with a little ingenuity, grit, and maybe a neon-lit motorcycle or two. Cue applause from Triglav Ventures.